And how do you associate your designs with pride?
Oh, with pride. I think we should all take pride with what we do, how we live, how we are. We should be proud to be Indian. We should be proud to be human. We should be proud to have a family culture. We should be proud of our art. So pride is, if you're proud as an individual, to be proud is to be spiritual. It's, you're living in pride. And it's, as I said, it's not, I hate having these defined boxes.
Right.
So that's why these words are almost interchangeable, which are almost, as you said, that infinity line.
Yeah.
And entangling it.
Right, right. Wow. Now the question to the muses. I mean, what? I mean, just look at you. I mean, they're inspired by everything around you. There's everybody.
Looking too glamorous.
It's just so perfect, right? It's so beautiful. Tell me, how do you associate with pride with what you wear and by the creations of your designers? Please.
Hi, everybody.
It's so good to see you on our ramp again.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Yay!
Thank you. For me, wearing Tarun is always, I feel like a timeless piece.
A timeless piece.
For me, that is Tarun for me is always his grounding, like where he's come from. But then he went abroad and studied, so there's always a mixture of the Western touch with his Indian cuts always. And I love it because it's just something like even, I wear pieces of his which I got. I've known Tarun now for about over 30 years. So I've got pieces of his from that time.
Wow.
And when I wear them, people are always, oh my God, what a beautiful outfit you're wearing. And they're not only Indian, they're also absolute beautiful Western garments. So for me, it is about being timeless.
Lovely. Diana?
I don't think Rohit knows this yet, but when I was very young, and when I just started modeling about 12 years ago.
That's just.
Yeah, oh well,
You're like 18 now.
Yeah, I'm about 22.
Okay.
So one of the first few shows I did was for Rohit
Wow.
and I got to open the show. So that for me was one of the highlights of my career so far.
See,
Because
she
I had
waited to tell
actually-
you this until
Yeah.
this moment.
And here I am again, so thank you for having me because I really genuinely am a fan of your designs and have looked up to you for your creations. I love the fact that he mixes, there's this amalgamation of traditional yet contemporary, and even in terms of what I'm wearing today, it's this beautiful Indian motifs and work on it, and yet it's got this very Renaissance feel to it. Very regal is what I'm feeling
Very
today,
regal.
so I feel very proud.
Amazing. So we're going to start from you. Really, tech guru to being a muse. You amuse us.
That's true. So I have to say, first of all, good evening, everybody. I have to say this has been the most difficult 30 minutes of my life.
While listening
you call
to
a
us?
TV anchor on stage and tell him
Not
to
speaking.
not speak for 30 minutes. I thought I was a muse, not mute. Okay, so I was not supposed to be muted out here, right? But now that we are speaking, thank you so much. Yes, you're totally right. Tech guru and muse. First of all, I have to just quickly, so that everybody out here, coming from the other side, which is that side, the media and the press, I have to quickly tell you that, first of all, of course, you're going to get huge headlines from the four designers and their muses, but I have to give you one more headline very quickly. Kubra and I have worked very often together. And of course, the first headline that you'll get out of here is that Kubra and I are again going to be working, but only in spirit, literally, because Sacred Games Part-2 has been signed and I am playing Cuckoo in reincarnation. वो फिर से जीवित हो जाएगी और मैं हूँगा कुकू. So we have to make that announcement right now.
Who's been asking me, he's the
I've
one.
answered, yeah.
Secret Games 2, 3, 4, everything.
I'm Cuckoo too, but thoda sa naam mein change, I can't say it, right? So that's the first part of it, so that's done. And second is, yes, muse. So, typically how I am, I go in depth into everything that I do. So when Ashi spoke to me about this and Blender's Pride spoke to me about this, I said, let me understand muse away from inspiration, as you said, most abused word. So I actually did try and find out where did it come from. So Greek mythology, quick, 30-second story, interesting for all, that the god Zeus and Zeus, well, the American.
Delhi hai yaar.
Punjabi style, yeah. Okay, and the goddess of memory was called Mnemosyne. Is there a pronunciation out
cute,
there? No?
Mnemosyne?
Okay, okay.
No, we just know the common ones.
Yeah, so they got really frolicky. So Zeus, Big Bang,
Frolicky is
Thunder. Okay, so the Big Bang that they did was for 9 days and 9 nights. They did stuff, and they had
You heard
9
that?
children, and they were the first 9 muses. And muse is not necessarily inspiration. It's exactly what all of you have said. Each muse actually represents one part of life. So there are 9 muses,
Wow.
9 different ways. So muse is everything to do with life. And of course, you have to know that you have to produce 9 children to truly understand what life is all about. So that's the
You
muse.
just kind of left me stuck on that one. Like you have to have 9 children.
Yeah, all
That's like
parts
the
of
third
life come across
headline.
like in a big bang.
It's very good to have a smart muse, Ashish. You're deeply intellectual. I'm
Yeah,
very
please, could I have
impressed.
a blend of all these muses? All right. Ladies.
So we're artists ourselves.
Yes.
And, well, I would say Gigi's our muse as well, so it's a very equal relationship. And,
So we each other's babies.
Aw.
and it's been...
We just need 6 more.
Immersive art is something, I mean, pretty out there itself. It's very new to India as well. And it's been extremely exciting collaborating with Gigi on this one because his clothes are so dramatic.
So dramatic.
And
yeah.
it just gives us so much to work with because we draw inspiration from form. And so we created a series of living installations for Gigi based on emotions. So we created a melancholia who sings and a desire who dances. And they're all interactive, which means that the audience affects the living installation and the living installation affects the audience.
Wow.
So it was exciting and powerful, and I'm very happy to be here.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Desire? Do you say something?
Desire does not speak.
Okay, good.
She can just moan.
Desire. Oh.
Desire smolders.
Oh. All right. Well, on that note, I mean, we've kind of dwelled into the most serious part of, this evening. It's time to kind of get a little lighter on this. All right. So we're going to play a game yeah, literally. All right. Yeah, like 4. You just said how young you are.
Secret games.
2. No. So basically what you need to do is point your finger, all right? And you need to point out to the person who's most likely to do this particular thing, all right? And if it's you, then just raise your hand. Well, then you can just point yourself like
Intuitive is the
everything.
key
Nothing. Nobody knows each other here, right? Okay, strangers. Okay. Okay. All right. Who is likely to talk the most on this stage? Okay. All right. You want to try another rehearsal? Who is likely to go off topic the most on this stage? Okay, good. So now you get the drift, right? Okay, good. Who is likely to talk about style all day long? This is for all the musicians. Style. No? Tarun? Tarun, all day. Okay. Who is more likely to overspend at your favorite store? Yeah? Yeah. Desire's like, I'm done with this. Just get on with it. All right. Who is more likely to obsess over the smallest of details? Ashish? Okay. Like Ashish finally like something going to him. Okay. Who is more likely to get nervous before each show? Come on, Rajiv. Show. Nobody?
4 calmest designers in India. Yeah?
Calmest, right?
They're
Yeah.
so
I mean,
laid
I
back.
get nervous. I was like a nerve-wreck backstage. I'm always.
These 4 are so
Are you?
laid back
Yeah?
that they're always in a.
Yeah. Do you? She's got like a poker face, like nothing. Okay. Who is more, oh, this is interesting. Who is more likely to get caught committing a crime than committing a fashion faux pas? Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's too many alliterations here. Caught committing crime, committing. Okay. So who is more likely to get caught committing a crime than committing a fashion faux pas? Crime? Crime? Gigi,
Yeah,
crime?
totally. No. But listen,
Yeah, 100%. Crime.
I'm a criminal.
All right, let's get to know you a little bit. Okay, wait. All right, okay, we've got 9 questions here, so let's just go one question at a time, okay? So list out your dream roster of models to sport your looks, both international and Indian. Who would be your dream roster of a model who would sport your looks, both international and Indian? I think Indian, Meher.